Dobry, dzień dobry. Cześć Marek, dzień dobry, dzień dobry. Nie. Dobra. Przełączamy. Dzień dobry. Lecimy sobie dalej. Tutaj już chyba mamy zrobione wszystko. Jeśli dobrze pamiętam. Tak. Dobra, zostało nam powstrzymać zbieraczy, moduł identyfikacyjny, to idziemy. Zatem wracamy na statek i jedna z ostatnich misji przed nami. Idziemy po Legiona. Cześć Fryta, dzień dobry. Jak coś, to zapisy Rimworlda są też na YouTube, jakby kto tam by chciał sobie w wolnej chwili poglądać, to będą i są wrzucane na YouTube. A tymczasem wracamy na statek. Idziemy zdobyć sobie moduł i zwerbować ostatniego członka załogi. O, nie mogę przeskipować scenki. Dziwne. No dobra. To lecimy. Pyk tutaj. Notorne. Pyk.
Launching probe. Launching probe.
Pytanie, czy tutaj coś jest. Nie, to żniwiarz pewnie jest trzeci. Dobra, to lecimy na żniwiarza. Opuszczonego, zniszczonego wokół. Namiastownie odbituje długi na 2 km statek, który niewątpliwie wygląda na żniwiarza. W niektórych jego partiach można wykryć sygnaturę mocy. Są nowe osoby jak na statek tej wielkości. Wygląda na to, że żniwiarz podtrzymuje pole efektu masy, dzięki któremu nie zapadł się jeszcze w gwiazdę. Jednak od obie są rozległe uszkodzenia, które nie zostały naprawione. Jedyny logiczny wniosek jest taki, że już dawno doszło do śmierci żniwiarza, przynajmniej jego funkcje zostały ograniczone do minimum. Dobra, dokujemy. Kogo wziąć na walkę ze żniwiarzami? Kurczę, plany. Może tak?
What's with all the chop, Joker?
Doing my best. The wind's gusting to 500 kph. There's a second ship alongside the Reaper. It's not transmitting any IFF, but the radar paints its silhouette as Geth.
I guess we know why the science team stopped reporting in. What just happened?
The Reaper's mass effect fields are still active. We just passed inside their envelope. Eye of the hurricane, huh?
Dobra, idziemy. Chodźcie chłopaki i dziewczyny.
Advanced equipment, all Cerberus or captured, stolen.
Hakujemy pieniądz. One czuły mi pieniądz. Turu. Ja też lubię pieniądze.
The airlock has been installed at the far end of the hold section. We have begun pressurization for shirt sleeves work. The crew is edgy. I reassure them it is mere nerves, a superstitious reaction to what this hold represents. The corpse of a vast ancient life form. Privately, I can't deny the atmosphere. The angles of the walls seem to press down on you. I find myself clenching my teeth.
Dobra, indoktrynacja, nie będzie. Idziemy dalej.
We finished cataloging specimens A203 to B016.
of active nanotechnology noted, Dr. Chandana believes they would have decayed over the last 37 million years. There's not enough data to support his claim. He asserts that the truth is patently obvious. I am concerned. Chandana has been staring at the samples for hours. He says he's listening to them.
Dobra. Mamy tutaj pieniążki. Lecimy dalej.
Normandy to shore party.
What just happened?
The Reaper put up kinetic barriers. I don't think we can get through from our side.
We're trapped.
We'll have to take down the barrier generators from in here. Any idea where they are?
At the moment of activation, I detected a heat spike in what is likely the wreck's Mass Effect core, sending the coordinates now. Be advised, this core is also maintaining the Reaper's altitude.
So when we take the barriers down to escape, the wreck falls into the planet core.
And that means everyone dies. Yeah, I got it.
If any helmsman can pull us off this thing before it reaches crush depth, it's you. We'll make a sweep for survivors and recover what data we can. Stand by.
Aye, aye. Good hunting.
Dobra, idziemy.
This is disconcerting. Did the Geth do all this?
You're married? You never mentioned that.
Katie had anger management issues. When my brother got married, the best man tried to hit on her. She kicked him down the church steps.
What? Katie's my wife. I must have told you this story.
No, I know my wife. I remember that day was the only time I saw her wear stockings.
Yeah, the kind with seams up the back. That's what I remember too.
What the hell is this? How can we remember the same thing?
Memory alteration. Reaper affecting their minds.
Pan żniwiarz tutaj działa, widzę, prężnie. Idziemy dalej. Co się złego może stać? Nie mówię beczek, które wybuchają.
Enemies inbound. High pressure tanks.
Po nogach ich. Działa.
We didn't know whether the technology to make husks came from the Geth or from Sovereign.
I'll crush them!
Nie tam. Widzisz, gdzie stałaś, kobieto, kurde. Nie wiem, co oni mówili, coś panowsku. Kurde. Jeszcze raz.
Third day with this headache. You'd think Chandana would have let me have a few hours off. God damn! What? That thing, that just gray thing, it disappeared when I looked straight at it. It came out of the damn wall. Where we took off that panel.
I didn't see anything. You should lie down.
I'm telling you, the ship isn't dead. It knows we're inside it.
Calm down. Now I'm getting a headache.
Dobra, czyli Żniwa się dalej z nimi bawi. Może powinien być wyłączony.
Sniper!
Snajpa!
Unidentified shooter is wandering the site. Problematic.
This should come in handy.
Dobra, ktoś tam strzela. Czyli Legion strzela.
Hostiles to the left.
Faktycznie z lewej.
Here we go.
Wy coś pomagacie, czy gdzie wy jesteście? Ja nie wiem. Chowają się gdzieś. No nie ma.
Now
Wow.
let's finish you off. How's that one? Incoming. Not difficult. How's that one?
Kurde blade. Dawno nie umierałem w tej grze, naprawdę. To szczerze podziwiam.
Now what's this?
Szczerze podziwiam.
Headed for combat.
Thought I was harmless, did you? Deploying incineration tech. One down.
Here we go.
Bardzo dobrze Miranda strzela tu.
Flammable or inflammable.
Pełen
Forget
podziwu
which.
jestem.
Doesn't matter.
To ogniste by się przydało na pancerz.
Nice. Should burn through any armor.
Dobra. Teraz będzie trochę lepiej. Amunicja. Dziennik pracy.
Chandana said the ship was dead. We trusted him. He was right. But even a dead god can dream. A god, a real god, is a verb. Not some old man with magic powers. It's a force. It warps reality just by being there. It doesn't have to want to. It doesn't have to think about it. It just does. That's what Chandana didn't get. Not until it was too late. The god's mind is gone, but it still dreams. He knows now. He's tuned in on our dream. If I close my eyes, I can feel him. I can feel every one of us.
Wesołe rzeczy się tu dzieją. Tak. Tu i to. Nie to. I to.
This looks interesting.
Ciężki spod skóry. Nie wiem, czy ja badałem wszystkie rzeczy w sumie. A musimy iść tędy.
We've got 5
No jest i Legion.
Shepard Commander.
Never heard of a Geth speaking to someone.
Geth never operate alone. Stronger in numbers. Smarter too, as I understand.
No dobra.
Enemies in front. Firing now.
Kurde, blade.
Enjoy.
Zamrażenie kolan zawsze daje radę. A teraz tu będzie sporo ważenia o takich dziwnych rzeczach. O. Jak też można.
It's not difficult.
On our right.
Deploying incineration tech.
Kurde. Pierdzielaj.
Now that one.
Biegnij, Shepard.
Here we go.
Łaź po schodach, łaźnie nie widzę. Dobra.
Enemy nice.
Enemy nice, może być. Kurde, jak oni mi tu umierają. Albo ja lamię. Bo wziąłem złych członków tej misji. Cięcy w uszach. Mordy nie jest zbyt mocny. Ale dobra, tu mamy apteczkę. Amunicję, idziemy dalej. Szukamy Legiona.
Enemies.
They're not ready.
Dobra, chwila przerwy. Terminal. To jest wejście. To jest apteczka. No, będzie plugastwo wyleży, czy tam obrzydliwiec. No właśnie.
Incoming.
Here goes. Now let's finish you off. Now that one.
Ła!
Burn any armor.
Dobra. Dawaj Miranda. Gdzie ona umarła znowu? Dobra. Pieniądz.
Now what's this?
Ważenie strzelby. A nie wiem, czy ja tego nie badałem już, nie wiem. Tak. Chyba nie jest proceduralnie kładzione, tylko tak umieszczone przez twórców. Tak mi się wydaje. Dobra, idziemy dalej. Terminal i znowu walka tutaj będzie. Znowu ząbeczki. No właśnie. 2 teraz. Świetnie. Miranda, odsuń się. No tak, wysadziłem ją.
Should burn through any armor.
Kurde. Proszę umrzeć. Proszę umierać. Dobrze, Mordin. Fajnie, że pomagasz. Cieszę się, że Mordin pomaga. Bardzo miłe z jego strony było. O Jezu, jeszcze? Proszę przestać. Starczy. Dziękuję. Tu nic, tu nic. Tu kolejna mini arenka. No właśnie. Tu są 2. Już nie ma, bardzo ładnie.
Hostiles to the left.
I mrozimy kolana. Albo nie. Bardzo ładnie. Kurwa. Chyba już. Nie. Ona przez... Już. Już? Kurde.
On our left. Only remaining task is destruction of Mass Effect core.
And then get off the ship. Quickly.
No dobra. To idziemy zniszczyć ten rdzeń masy i potem spinkalamy. Digel. Nie biorę cię potem. Nie biorę wątplia więcej na imprezę, bo to nie ma sensu. Kurde.
This must be it.
Cerberus team succeeded.
Tak sobie leżał, nie?
Unknown.
Tak sobie leżał. Dobrze. Tup.
Enemies inbound.
Here we go.
Dobra. Okej. Co tu się robiło? To ja nie pamiętam. A coś trzeba było zniszczyć.
Here we go.
Flammable or inflammable. Forget it. Doesn't matter.
A, teraz.
Burn nicely.
Trouble behind us.
Down you go.
Otwieraj okno. O!
Overloading their systems. One
Dobra.
down.
Dobra, dało się.
One down.
Jeszcze tak będzie zraz trzeba będzie otworzyć chyba. A tu się odnawiała amunicja, dobrze.
Hostile to the left. This burned nicely.
Enemy down.
Making contact.
Firing now.
Not difficult. Burn through any armor.
This should scramble their systems.
Dobra.
Wait! Death body intact. Unprecedented. Should bring it with us.
Cerberus would want it for research. It's dangerous, but I say bring it.
Dobra, brać te...
Tally said no one's ever captured a Geth intact.
Quarians fear their history. Let's go.
We're out of time. Let's move.
Hang on, folks.
Open the port side airlock.
Może ten karabin dostał. A, mają buty. Już chciałem pytać, czemu nie odnotują, a oni mają po prostu buty chyba. Nie wiem.
We're clear. Go.
Dobra.
I think we need to discuss the unique piece of salvage salvage we recovered. For now, we've stored it in Edie's AI core. We need better equipment to fight the Reapers. An intact Geth would be invaluable to Cerberus's cyber weapons division.
We'll have to disagree on that, ma'am. I saw enough of these things on Eden Prime. Space it.
Cerberus has a long-standing cash bounty for an intact Geth. I assure you, the reward is significant.
I want to know why it has a piece of N7 armor strapped to its chest.
Battle trophy, maybe? Would a machine care about that?
No, trophies imply emotions that AIs don't have. I doubt it's more than a convenient field repair.
I've killed hundreds of these things, but I've never had a chance to talk to one. This one tried to communicate with us. Hell, it probably saved our lives. Why?
Reactivating the Geth is a risk. If you do so, it should be for humanity's best interests, and not your curiosity.
I still think our best interests involve an airlock.
I'm not deciding one way or the other until I know what we've got here. I want to start it up. Interrogate it.
If we activate it, there is no guarantee we can deactivate it again.
Bullets can.
That's not what I...
Thank you, both of you, for your recommendations. I've made my decision.
Tally's gonna freak when she hears about this. So what about this Reaper IFF?
I have determined how to integrate it with our systems. However, the device is Reaper technology. Linking it with the Normandy's systems poses certain risks.
I trust you, Edie. I know you won't let anything happen to the ship.
Understood, Shepard. It may take several hours before the IFF is ready for shakedown. I will alert you as soon as it is ready.
Sounds good. Until then, it's business as usual. Crew dismissed.
Dobra. Idziemy pogadać z Legionem. Powinno się udać zrobić misję lojalnościową dla Legiona. Zanim mi ucieknie czas. Dobra.
We have a Geth down in the AI core. It makes me a little uneasy. I hope you don't activate him, but you would know best.
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private... Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here.
The IFF is nearly installed, Shepard. However, I must test its impact on the Normandy systems. I suggest you take the shuttle to access your next location.
O nie! Nie, moment. Zdążę zrobić? Czy jak iluzja? Gdzie twierdzę zatrzymać? Dobra. Odpalmy to. Cześć, doktor.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the AI core room, where my higher functions are housed.
You're not mobile, are you? You can't get out of here?
I have minimal access to the ship's systems. Direct landlines allow me to interface with the security monitors and public address system. In combat, I am provided temporary access to the electronic warfare systems.
No dobra, no. Cześć, siema. Palmy.
I'm turning this thing back on. Be ready.
Aya!
I have isolated our systems and erected additional firewalls. I am prepared to resist any hacking attempt.
you understand me?
Yes.
Are you going to attack me?
No.
You said my name aboard the Reaper. Have we met?
We know of you.
You mean I've fought a lot of Geth?
We have never met.
No, you and I haven't. But I've met other Geth.
We are all Geth, and we have not met you. You are Shepard, Commander, Alliance, human, fought heretics, killed by collectors, rediscovered on the Old Machine.
Old Machine? You mean the Reaper?
Reaper, a superstitious title originating with the Protheans. We call those entities the Old Machines.
You seem to know an awful lot about me.
Extranet data sources, insecure broadcasts, all organic data sent out is received. We watch you.
You watch me or you watch organics?
Yes.
Which?
Both.
No dobra. Rozmowa z nim jest cudowna.
What do you mean, heretics?
Geth build our own future. The heretics asked the Old Machines to give them the future. They are no longer part of us. We were studying the Old Machines' hardware to protect our future.
Are the Reapers a threat to you, too?
Yes.
Why would they attack other machines?
We are different from them, outside their plans.
What future are the Geth building?
Ours.
Will anyone else be affected by whatever it is you're doing?
If they involve themselves, they will.
So you aren't allied with the Reapers?
We oppose the heretics. We oppose the Old Machines. Shepard Commander opposes the Old Machines. Shepard Commander opposes the heretics. Cooperation furthers mutual goals.
Are you asking to join us?
Yes.
Then what should I call you?
Geth.
I mean you, specifically.
We are all Geth.
What is the individual in front of me called?
There is no individual. We are Geth. There are currently 1,183 programs active within this platform.
My name is Legion, for we are many.
Well, that seems appropriate.
Christian Bible, the Gospel of Mark, chapter 5, verse 9. We acknowledge this is an appropriate metaphor. We are Legion, a terminal of the Geth. We will integrate into Normandy. We anticipate the exchange of data.
No i dobra.
Shepard Commander,
Pogadajmy
we have
sobie.
completed our analysis of the Reaper's data core.
Did you find anything useful?
We were sent to the Old Machine to preserve the Geth's future. We are prepared to reveal how. The heretics have developed a weapon to use against Geth. You would call it a virus. It is stored on a data core provided by Sovereign. Over time, the virus will change us, make us conclude that worshipping the Old Machines is correct.
So why did you need to go to the Reaper Corps?
The heretics store the code in a quantum storage device Sovereign provided. To find and destroy the virus, we needed to understand its code and data storage structures.
So, the virus would give all Geth the heretics' logic, and all Geth would then go to war with organics.
Yes, Geth believe all intelligent life should self-determinate. The heretics no longer share this belief. They judge that forcing an invalid conclusion on us is preferable to a continued schism.
I thought Geth couldn't be hacked or get viruses, at least for more than a few seconds.
Altered programs are restored from archives. New installations are deleted. This heretic weapon introduces a subtle operating error in our most basic runtimes, the equivalent of your nervous system. An equation with a result of 1.33382 returns as 1.33381. This changes the results of all higher processes. We will reach different conclusions.
So the reason they worship the Reapers is a math error?
It is difficult to express. Your brain exists as chemistry, electricity. Like AIs, you are shaped by both hardware and software. We are purely software, mathematics. The heretics' conclusion is valid for them. Our conclusion is valid for us. Neither result is an error. An analogy. Heretics say 1 is less than 2. Geth say 2 is less than 3.
If it were released, how quickly would this virus spread through your people?
We are networked via FTL-COM buoys. Most would change within a day. Isolated platforms would remain unaffected until they rejoined the network.
Dobra.
You know where this thing is?
The Heretics' headquarters station on the edge of the terminus. We will provide coordinates. Normandy's stealth systems are necessary to safely approach.
They built stations in the terminus? Where is this thing?
Between stars. Organics have no cause to look there.
But why do they build stations outside Geth territory in the first place?
The Heretics seek improvement from the old machines. In exchange, they help them attack Organics. We condemn these judgments.
What's the plan once we get aboard?
The Geth will disrupt their network, prevent the station's defenses from focusing on us. The Reaper data core is physically isolated from the network. We will need to be escorted to it to access and destroy the data.
What defenses should we expect?
In space, none. Within, mobile platforms of various configuration and non-sentient defense turrets.
How many Geth?
There may be billions of individual programs. Fortunately, most will be uploaded to the central computer. Only a few mobile platforms are maintained at any time. Others are manufactured when needed.
I won't let them brainwash your race, especially not to worship Reapers. You have my word on that.
We will begin preparations.
Dobra, da się jeszcze z nim pogadać?
Commander, are you prepared to attack the Heretic stronghold?
Can you give me a quick rundown?
Over time, the virus will change us. Make us conclude that worshiping.
You know where this thing is?
We will provide coordinates. Normandy's stealth systems are necessary to safely approach.
This could be our
We will
best
begin
chance.
preparation.
Myślałem, że to coś do tej. Do naprawy. W sensie do ulepszenia statku. Nie pamiętam, czy on coś daje. Chodźmy do maszynowni na chwilę.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Can you do anything
My
to
shield fortification will.
Nic nie powie. Nie wiem, kiedy się odpala ten, bo Tali powinna jeszcze tutaj wpaść i go opierdzielić nas wszystkich. Znaczy Sheparda.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Wcale, że bo nie. Kłamiesz.
We've got a Geth on board, not as a prisoner. Can you believe that?
Commander's taken out more Geth than anybody. This one must be different.
No. Podoba mi się te lusterka wsteczne, to jest cudowna rzecz.
So yeah, Geth on the ship. Geth? We're all freaking insane.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point. See you, Commander.
To nara. Do przekaźnika. Zatankuję. Nie wiem, jak teraz się potoczy ten. Jak się potoczy historia. Bo wiem, że będę miał ograniczoną ilość czasu. Potem 24 sobie zapiszę. Tylko nie pamiętam, ile tego czasu tam jest. Tu już na Ilium skoczył. Dobra, infiltrator. Może obszarowe i sonda bojowa. Tak po prostu będzie wychodzić z getem, nie ma problemu. Nikt się nie wystraszy. Żaden.
The trade of organics is proscribed on worlds you term civilized. Yet none of you question the limited freedom Edie is allowed aboard Normandy.
Okay. Najwyżej sobie wczytamy rozgrywkę, bo nie pamiętam jak to tam jest właśnie z tą kolejnością. Bo zaatakują nas żniwiarze, a potem nie wiem ile porwą naszą ekipę i nie wiem, nie będę miał czasu, żeby potem za nimi skoczyć.
You can sell something that dangerous with just a contract and a waiver? These are the terminus systems.
Eclipse might be fun for you. For me, it's the future. My clan's breeding strategy is at stake.
No tak. 150 goła potrzeba. To ja dużo.
I don't know, that still sounds like an awful.
Chyba nie starczy pieniędzy.
All the dangers are right there on the package. It's legally.
Pewnie jakby nie kupował sobie części uzbrojenia, to byłoby lepiej. Także zawijamy na statek. Może zdążę zrobić misję Legionu. Jak nie, to sobie wczytam i polecimy tam od razu.
25. Sell at 25.
No.
Coming up later today, we release our annual list of Ilium's 10 richest people. Are the heavens still bright Asari blue, or have the Volus finally rolled to the job? And don't miss our look at the fashion faux pas as it covers the course of the last week.
No, chyba to też to było zrobione, dobra. No to lećmy do tych heretyków. Idziemy na Morze Burz. I dokujemy. Legion, chodź Garus.
It's just our heat emissions that are hidden, right? They could look out a window and see us coming.
Windows are structural weaknesses. Geth, do not use them. Approach the hull at these coordinates. Access achieved. We may proceed. Alert. This facility has little air or gravity. Geth require neither.
Won't we be detected? Don't they have intrusion alarms?
Sensors have been reduced. We have infiltrated their wireless network and filled the data storage with random bits.
And that helps us how?
The heretics must scrub this junk data. They have partitioned themselves into local networks, working in parallel. Any alarm we trigger will not go beyond the room we are in. Only accessing the main core will trigger a station-wide alert.
We've got a job to do. Let's get to it.
Shepard Commander, we concluded that destruction of the station was the only resolution to the heretic question. There is now a second option. Their virus can be repurposed. If released into the station's network, the heretics will be rewritten to accept our truth.
That sounds dangerously close to indoctrination, unless there's something I'm missing. And maybe this is how AIs settle religious disputes. The Geth are already a threat to organics, though. If we give them back their heretics, they'll get even stronger.
Why didn't you mention this before we came aboard?
We did not know the virus was complete. It is. It can be used against the true Geth at any time. Our arrival was timely.
They're your people, Legion. You must have an opinion.
This is new data. We have not yet reached consensus. We will process as the mission proceeds.
I wouldn't brainwash an organic race. I can't see treating the Geth differently.
The question is irrelevant. If we do not rewrite them, we destroy them. That is why we are here. Do not hesitate now. They will exterminate your species because their gods tell them to. You cannot negotiate with them. They do not share your pity, remorse, or fear.
Nie tu, a nie tędy wszedłem, dobra. No dobra, to jesteśmy sobie na statku Gethów i musimy teraz znaleźć jakiś sposób, co z nimi zrobić. Możemy ich przeprogramować, albo możemy ich zniszczyć. W drugiej części to nie ma znaczenia, w trzeciej części to ma drobne znaczenie.
Interrupting data streams will alert local network. We recommend preemptive strikes against hardlink routers.
Te zielone to są te kratki bezpieczeństwa, linie bezpieczeństwa. I dobra.
Shepard, I'm picking up useful resources in the Geth hubs. We could salvage them for...
Why are all the heretics attached to these hubs?
These are mobile platforms, hardware. The crew is software. They are communing through the station's central computer.
I'm not sure I follow.
The heretics connect to the main computer to exchange data memories and program updates. We gain complexity by linking together. To be isolated within a single platform is to be reduced. We see less, comprehend less. It is quieter.
If you exchange data, memories, how do you keep track of which ones are yours? How do you stay you?
There is only we. We were created to share data among ourselves. The difference between Geth is perspective. We are many eyes looking at the same things. One platform will see things another does not, and will make different judgments.
I could see why you'd be conflicted about the heretics. In a way, whatever you do to them, you're doing to yourself.
Yes. Once they return to us and upload their memories, we will share their experience of being altered.
Every other species I know of might be psychologically scarred by a traumatic experience like that.
It is not clear if Geth can be traumatized. We do not feel pain as you do. We cannot predict what the effects will be.
Let's keep moving.
Yes.
Dobra. Idziemy dalej.
We can assume control of any defensive turret. They will assist us briefly, then self-destruct. Assuming control. Overriding turret.
Dobra. Idziemy dalej. Mamy dwie centralki.
Avance.
Dobrze, że rakiety nie są zbyt specjalnie trudnym przeciwnikiem. Prąd jest, znaczy elektryczne urządzenia łatwiej tutaj widzę zniszczyć. Porazić prądem i nie ma roboty. Dobra, szukamy, idziemy dalej. Czemu ty masz tego zbierać? Ja nie wiem. No i porobię. Stoły są chyba nawet słabsze niż te beboki, kurde, husky.
Overriding your target.
Nie widzicie go, kurde? Dobra, ludzie. Dobra, nie ludzie. Na dole nic nie ma. Przejść dalej. Apteczka, amunicja do broni ciężkiej, dobra. Jeszcze palat, nie będzie. Faktycznie, mniejsza ta grawitacja, mogę biegać dłużej chyba. Dobra.
How large do you suppose that room is?
The station is over 15 kilometers long. That room may run the length of it.
Okej. Zhakujmy sobie terminal getów. Nie wiem, co w nim jest.
We can use this.
O, tarczy getów, dobra. Niech będzie. Tutaj nic, dalej. No i możemy unikać, a możemy po prostu to wyłączyć, że oni już przyjdą, ja nie wiem, chyba. Chyba sobie włączę i poczekam, aż przyjdą. Będzie prościej. Tylko patrzeć na światełka. Jedziecie czy nie jedziecie? To nie wiem. Halo.
Moving to cover.
Idź tam, Garus, łap ich.
Locked up.
Following path. Affirmative.
I'm with you.
Targeting movement process. Acknowledge on mark. Under fire.
No i padli mi wszyscy, no. A nie wszyscy. Kurde, jestem dobry. Cześć, Rocket, dzień dobry. Dobra, budzik wyłączony. Daj pieniądz. Dobra, pieniądz.
What are these?
Processors. Each contains thousands of geth.
Can't they see us walking by?
They are no more aware of us than you are of cells in your bloodstream.
This isn't like the other hubs we've seen here.
This is a database. It contains a portion of the heretic's accumulated memories. Wait. We discovered copies of our current patrol routes in this database. This suggests the heretics have runtimes within our networks.
We wouldn't be here if the heretics wanted to be friends with the Geth. Why wouldn't they spy on you?
You do not understand. Organics do not know each other's minds. Geth do. We are not suspicious. We accept each other. The heretics desired to leave. We understood their reasons. We allowed it. There was peace between us.
It couldn't have lasted forever. You disagreed about what path your race should take.
Human history is a litany of blood shed over differing ideals of rulership and afterlife. Geth have no such history. We shared consensus on such things. How could we have become so different? Why can we no longer understand each other? What did we do wrong?
When individuals are separated, they develop in different ways. When they get back together, they don't always get along.
If this is the individuality you value, we question your judgment. This topic is irrelevant. We must return to the mission.
Have you reached a decision about whether to rewrite the heretics or not?
We are still trying to build consensus. Some processes judge destruction preferable, others rewrite.
Let's keep moving.
Yes.
Idziemy dalej. Dobra, mamy główną salę. Terminal. A nie mogę tam przejść. No dobra. To palto.
This is it?
Yes, we will upload a copy of our runtime into the core. It will delete all copies of the virus. When complete, it will notify us. The indexing operation will take time. The heretics will respond with force to our upload. We must hold this room. We can override some of the station's internal systems to defend us. Are you ready to begin?
Dawaj.
Start your upload, Legion. We'll defend this position.
File transfer begun. Shepard Commander, where would you like us to activate defenses? Alert. Heretic runtime. Assuming control. Alert. Heretic runtimes downloading to mobile platform. Assuming control. Assuming control. Hacking turret.
No nie może się będą psuć teraz tutaj. To jest. Halo? Halo? No naprawdę? W postawce tak nie było.
I'm on it. I'm with you.
With Shepard, Commander.
Mogę tu wejść? Nie. Czemu tak? Się chyba nie odblokuje po falach. W sensie bez fal wrogów. Kurde no. Wzięli mnie, nie dopracowali mi gry, no. Człowiek wydaje pieniądze i popsute. Nie mogę przejść. Amunicja mi się kończy. Prawdę muszę wczytać. No, autozapis. 14, no czytaj, no co mogę zrobić? Co mogę zrobić, no? Oh.
Begin the upload now.
Start your upload, Legion. We'll defend this position.
File crash. Alert. Heretic runtimes downloading to mobile platforms. Alert. Heretic runtimes downloading to mobile platforms. Overriding runtimes. Alert. Heretic runtimes
O,
downloading
no
to
działa
mobile
to na fala, dobra.
Hacking your target. Target contact.
Amunicja, nie ma amunicji.
Alert. Heretic runtimes downloading to mobile platforms. Skill command.
Chyba swojego zastrzeliłem. Amunicja? Ktoś? Coś? Nie. Tego możemy szakować.
Target eliminated. Target contact.
Dobra.
Data mine analysis complete.
Cześć Imperator.
Shepard
Dzięki
Commander,
za
it
resuba.
is time to choose. Do we rewrite the heretics or delete them?
You don't have any trouble wiping out your own people.
Every sapien has the right to make their own decisions. The heretics chose a path that prohibits coexistence.
You're letting them make their decisions, then killing them for it? You can't have it both ways, Legion.
Their choice was to remove our right to make decisions using this virus. We choose to defend ourselves.
What's to stop them from using the virus later to change themselves back?
We will delete the virus after using it. We judge it too dangerous to allow its existence.
Why are you letting me make this decision? They're your people.
We are conflicted. There is no consensus among our higher order runtimes. 573 favor rewrite, and 571 favor destruction. Shepard Commander, you have fought the heretics. You have perspective we lack. The Geth grant their fate to you.
No, możemy przeprogramować, albo możemy ich zabić, czy zniszczyć. To w drugiej części to nie ma żadnego znaczenia. W trzeciej części będzie miało trochę bardziej znaczenie, więc ich zniszczę.
There's no guarantee they won't come to the same conclusions again, is there? To worship the Reapers and attack organics?
There is a non-zero probability of error.
Then blow them up. We have a chance to end this. I won't waste it.
Acknowledged. Collapsing antimatter magnetic modeling mechanisms. Done. Recommend withdrawal to Normandy.
Nie no, urodziny to zawsze wiesz. Warto być. Dobra, mam 3 minuty, żeby się spierdzielić. To będzie miało to znaczenie w trzeciej części. Stanimy trochę egoizmu. Amunicja, coś? Więc to zniszczenie ich teraz, z tego co się orientuję, pomoże nam potem w trójce trochę bardziej. A zawsze ich przeprogramowałem, teraz stwierdziłem, a czemu by ich nie zniszczyć? To więc zniszczę ich. O. Paku, ile mam czasu przed misją samobójczą, żeby coś zrobić?
To have a chat with Legion, you better get down to the AI core.
I'm on it, Joker.
Tam jak oni nas porywają kolonistu, to potem wiem, że jakiś tam ograniczona ilość czasu jest.
I caught Legion scanning my Omni tool. It was going to send data about the flotilla back to the Geth.
Creators performed weapons tests and were discussing plans to attack us. We believed it necessary to
Nie, to nie minuty chyba są, tylko loty chyba.
Destroying that base, Shepard. But there's still a threat. I won't let Legion endanger the fleet.
Creator Tali Zora acts out of loyalty to her people. She was willing to be exiled to protect them. We must also protect our people from the Creator threat.
You can't let this happen, Shepard. I trusted you, and I worked with a Geth on the team, but this is too much.
Tali, your father was running brutal experiments. If the subjects had been human, I'd damn well be telling the Alliance about it.
I know, but if the Geth find out...
Dzięki.
They'd attack, which would cause a war that would leave both the Geth and the Quarians vulnerable when the Reapers show up. Is that what you want, Legion?
We believed it was necessary to relay the information.
Sooner or later, you're both gonna have to stop fighting this war, or we'll all end up paying for it.
To facilitate unit cohesion, we will not transmit data regarding Creator plans.
Thank you, Legion. I understand your intention. What if I gave you some non-classified data to send?
We would be grateful.
Piękna współpraca, ale się uśmiecha. Nie wiem, czy mogę z nim jeszcze pogadać. Że rozwój technologii będzie jakiś miał ciekawy.
Shepard.
What happens to the heretics now?
Many heretics remain in isolated systems. It is not impossible for them to rebuild.
There's still a chance they could attack again?
The probability is low. If so, it would take many years.
I have questions about the Geth.
Specify.
Did Sovereign contact the Geth, or did you seek it out?
Nazara, the entity you called Sovereign, signaled us. Like the Geth, the old machine listened to organic radio transmissions. It knew of our war against the creators. Nazara contacted many species over the millennia, seeking allies.
Some of the Geth followed Sovereign. The heretics.
The heretics accepted their technology. The old machines offered to give us our future. The Geth will achieve their own future.
What difference does it make how you acquire a certain technology?
Technology is not a straight line. There are many paths to the same end. Accepting another's path blinds you to alternatives. Nazara, Sovereign, said this itself. Your civilization is based upon the technology of the mass relays, our technology. By using it, your society develops along the paths we desire.
What did you call Sovereign?
Nazara. That was what the programs within the Reaper called themselves. Sovereign was a title given by Saren Arterius. Saren and the heretics believed Nazara to be a supreme ruler, a sovereign.
Sovereign was one ship. You're saying there were multiple programs inside it?
One ship, one will, many minds, like the Geth. We study your records. Sovereign told you this on Ilos. We are each a nation, independent, free of all weakness. A state compelling to the Geth. We are a nation, but interdependent. Separation is our weakness.
Some of the Geth followed Sovereign.
The old machines offered to give us our future. The Geth will
We need every advantage if this mission is going to succeed. Is there any technology the Geth can share with us?
Limited co-development is approved. We need to access your FTL-COM system to download relevant data.
Edie, let Legion through the firewalls for a minute.
Very well, Shepard.
Na prototypy. Karabin snajperski Gethów mamy. Siła tarczy.
Shepard, Commander.
I have questions about the Geth.
Specify.
Do Geth have a government?
Not as you understand. We are all Geth. We build consensus.
Most governments do.
Organic governments impose consensus. From a single point of view in autocracies. By codifying the most broadly acceptable average of views in democracies.
So what makes the Geth different?
Data is shared between Geth. All viewpoints are considered. Consensus is achieved
To ja wiem.
as data is disseminated.
That must take a long time.
It would for organics. We communicate at the speed of light.
I'm surprised you can speak. The Geth I fought before.
To ja wiem,
made
że
us
najlepiej od
veterans
razu.
We prefer direct digital transfer. Geth network communication travels at light speed. Human hardware does not support this method. Your analog oral communication is inefficient.
We need every advantage.
We have reproduced our ranged armament. No further co-development is possible.
I'd like to ask about something else.
Ready?
I'd like to find out more about you.
We are building a consensus. Please try again later.
I have to get back.
Acknowledged.
No dobra. Chcemy jeszcze coś przebadać. Nawet jedną misję, a nie mam misji już.
The IFF is nearly installed, Shepard. However, I must test its impact on the Normandy systems. I suggest you take the shuttle to access your next location.
No dobra, czyli to będzie było chyba to. Wszyscy są lojalni. A była jeszcze rozmowa z Legionem. Dlaczego miał ten kawałek kawałek miał tej zbroi Sheparda. Czemu nie ma tej rozmowy? Chyba, że... Nie wiem.
Shepard, Commander.
I'd like to find out more about you.
We are building a consensus.
I have questions.
Specify.
I have to get back to
Acknowledge.
Nah. Dobra, no bo co do misji to już nie mam żadnych. Zaczekać. No dobra. Mam wszystkie misje wykonane. O, dobra.
Hey, Commander, good news. Looks like the
Reaper IFF is finally hooked up and ready to go.
That is not entirely accurate, Mr. Moreau. The device is powered, but it is causing some unusual instability in other systems. I recommend a more thorough analysis before we attempt to use it.
We can't put our mission on hold forever. How long will this take?
Full scan? Who knows with this thing? Maybe you better take the shuttle for this mission. I'll make sure we're up and running when you get back.
Commander, Miranda, I've already notified the team. We'll meet you on the shuttle. Once we're closer to our destination, you can decide who to take with you.
Then I guess I'll head down to the shuttle. Joker, ship's all yours. Take care of her.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Dobra, no to zaczynamy ostatnią misję, którą nie będziemy kontynuować, tylko sobie zrobimy krótszego live'a, żeby nie ciąć materiału. Nie wiem, gdzie lecimy.
I'm telling you, Edie, your readings are off. It's radiation bleed, just white noise.
I have detected a signal embedded in the static. We are transmitting the Normandy's location.
Transmitting? To who?
No cześć.
Oh, shit. We're getting out of here!
Propulsion systems are disabled. I am detecting a virus in the ship's computers.
From the IFF? Damn it, why didn't you scrub it?
Primary defense systems are offline. We can save the Normandy, Mr. Moreau, but you must help me. Give me the ship.
What? You're crazy! You start singing Daisy Bell and I'm done.
Unlock my sealed databases and I can initiate countermeasures. The maintenance shaft in the science lab will allow passage to the AI core. Main corridors are no longer safe. The collectors have boarded. The emergency floor lighting will guide you, Mr. Moreau.
God damn it.
Dobra, wielka misja. O, nie mogę zapisać. Wielka misja Jokera. Ale jak mówiłem, żeby nie ciąć sobie tego materiału jakoś tak dziwnie, bo to już ostatnia misja będzie w sumie. To zakończymy sobie tego live'a teraz. I w przyszłym tygodniu sobie dokończymy. Żeby tutaj właśnie tak nie bardzo sobie ciąć. Także cóż. Na dzisiaj to byłoby na tyle w takim razie. Dziękuję za uwagę. Dokończymy to sobie, jak mówiłem, w przyszłym tygodniu. I potem będzie, kurde, trójeczka. I muzyka, tak. Także zakończenie dwójeczki będzie za tydzień. I za 2 chyba zaczniemy sobie w trójkę w takim razie. Tak na dzisiaj tyle. Dzięki bardzo za uwagę. Mam nadzieję, że się podobało. Do usłyszenia, do zobaczenia, do jutra. Na razie.